All right, welcome back. Now, as I was saying in in my last video, that in the past, Britain was a superpower. British Empire is the largest empire that is, and it's the largest empire of all time. Now, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they were such a big power, and they were a superpower of their time. They dominated countries much bigger than themselves. And the reason was that they were very good at generating income, which they then used to finance the expeditions in other countries and the conquests of other lands. And 40% of all the ships that sailed on the high seas were British ships. Their national income was high, and that rule hasn't changed. Let's look at some of the richest countries in the world today and the most powerful countries and the most powerful country, which is the United States of America. And now let's try to see how they became so powerful. There is a direct link between their national income and between their military prowess. Now, and then we are going to make a comparison between in fact, two of the countries that are powerful and the entire Muslim world, which is made up of 50 countries and seven others which are members of the OIC. So let's first have a look at some of the most powerful countries of the world, which are also some of the richest in terms of increase in their national income. Let's have a look. So Pakistan stands at number 45. Now, these are the 20 richest countries in terms of national income. Switzerland, 740 billion dollars per year. I'd like you to look at France and Italy very carefully, okay? Because that's where we will do the analysis. Spain, a very small country, has 1.5 trillion national income per year. Look at Italy; it's 2.1 trillion almost. Now look at France. France is smaller than the United Kingdom. France is smaller than India. India is bigger, smaller than Germany. Japan is 5.5 trillion United States dollars, third largest economy. And then there's China. The United States is the biggest economy in the world with a whopping 22.2 trillion US dollars. So the goods and services that they produce equal over $21 trillion. So, and that is one reason why they are such a powerful state, because they have all the. Now, I want you to focus a little bit now. Let's do an analysis of this. Compare it, compare Italy and France. Okay, the GDP of Italy, as we saw, was around 2.1 trillion US dollars. And the GDP of France per year, this is always calculated per year. And by the way, these figures are for the year 2020. So 2 trillion, Italy, 2.8 trillion, France. The 50 Muslim countries together have a national income of 4.88 trillion. Now, if you add 2 trillion of Italy and 2.8 trillion of France, that means that the answer comes to 4.8 trillion, which means that only these two countries, the combined GDP of Italy and France, the combined GDP of Italy and France is equal to the national income of all the 50 Muslim countries combined. And trust me, the size of these two countries combined is smaller than the size of Pakistan. Let's have a look. This is the combined GDP of all Muslim countries, including the OIC countries, which makes them 57 countries. There are 57 countries in the OIC. All right. Pakistan's area is 881,913 square kilometers, whereas the combined area of Italy and France is 845, which is less than the combined area of Italy and France, is less than the entire area of Pakistan, and yet the GDP is equal to the GDP of 50 Muslim countries. Their national income is equal to the national income of 50 Muslim countries, and that is one reason, that is one very important reason for their military and economic prowess. Now, how have they achieved that? This is something that we need to understand. This is something that we need to analyze. How did they achieve that? Please remember that the greatest invention of the 20th century is not the aircraft. It's not the space telescope. It's not the personal computer. It is the thing that made all these things possible, and that is what is called organization. Business organization with good management techniques helps increase wealth, bring about innovation, increase production, and thereby increase GDP. If you look at, I'm going to show you another video, and then we're going to analyze it in the next video. This video shows that countries which have the best companies in the world have the best GDP in the world. They have the best GDP in the world, they have the best national income in the world, they're the strongest countries of the world. Let's quickly have a look at this very interesting video and a comparison between various countries and the companies and the businesses that they have. Look, United States is the largest economy in the world. Most of the biggest and the most profitable companies of the world belong to that country. All right, and then these big companies then generate more GDP. And when you divide that GDP, the formula I've given here, the real GDP divided by the total number of population gives you the possible earning for one person in the country. And which countries have the highest per capita GDP in the world? Interestingly, Qatar has the highest per capita GDP in the world. Its per capita GDP, one person in Qatar today is earning $128,647 per year. This is always calculated per annum. 1,200, 1,000 128,647. Sorry about that. So that is what one person is earning per year. In Pakistan, one person is earning $1,193.7 per year. Just look at the comparison. So when you're not earning, how are you going to fight poverty? So this earning is very important. So now in the next section, we are going to look at the problem of the disparity between the rich and the poor. Yes, people should become rich when a country becomes rich, but that's not what's happening. Only some people in a country are becoming rich. And this is called the problem of distribution of income. And we are going to come to that in the very next video. So please do stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much indeed.